Welcome to the No Nonsense Podcast with your host, Chris Ramey. Jessica is still doing research on other projects, but we'll be with everybody here shortly. Um, so, this review is going to be for the burbs. Ben, I am so sorry it took me this long to get this out to you, but I've been sick and then life happens, man. Uh, but okay, here we go. So, Ray Peterson, aka that's played by Tom Hanks, is this ordinary suburban husband and father that lives where everybody's grass is cut clean and nice and everything is shaped and everything. And then as you walk next door to them, you see this yard that's dying and dead trees and just an awful looking piece of property. The house even looks run down. Well, everybody's like, hey, has anybody seen or from the new neighbors? We never even saw that the previous owners left or moved or anything. Well, this has got people kind of thinking and like, we never saw like a moving van or anything over there. So I don't know what's going on. Well, but everybody's like already okay. So the new people's moved in. Has anybody talked to him? And everybody's like, no, 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 no. Now you have Ray Peterson's friend, whose name is Art. I can't remember the man who plays him, but anyway, he's already thinking in their head that they're cannibals, they're murderers, they're this, they're that. And Ray does a lot of stupid stuff. Like, he's one of the characters that wants to stir their pot, uh, and just nothing. He stirs it, but again, he doesn't fully commit to pretty much anything. He wants to get everybody else involved because he's too tired to do it. So, or he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to have his hand caught in the cookie jar. And then you have Ricky, who is this typical teenager, 18, 19-year-old that is painting his house for looks like 3 weeks. and uh and then you have the the general, the sergeant, that he lives next door to Ricky. So when Ricky and them is all speculating about these new people, the Klopeks, they're just like, oh, okay, so what do we do? Like, how can we? Should we be neighborly and go over there and welcome them to the neighborhood and all that? So finally, so let me say this before it goes any further. So one night, Ray is out walking his dog, and it starts to rain, and uh, so Ray, Art, and the general guy is outside and they're smoking cigars and stuff, and they see one of the Klopeks come out and take a bag that looks like it has a body in it, throw it in the trash can, and beat the hell out of it with a shover or a rake. And uh, they're like, rain delay, so we'll just get it. We can go through the trash in the morning before anybody gets up. So when all this is going on, it goes off in the middle of the night, and the next morning you see the trash man is out there and they're getting the garbage. Well, everybody starts running out, and they're like, "Oh no, 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 no! Don't get it! Don't get it!" And they're they're going through, and people arguing about, and they can't find the bag. So at this meantime, it's got everybody speculating about who they really are. So finally, uh, Ray, his wife, which is played by Carrie Fisher, and the general and his wife go over there. And to welcome to the family, or welcome to the neighborhood. But let me back up a minute because, guys, I'm sorry, I'm so unprepared for this. It's not funny. But what has got everybody speculating why they're murderers and all that is because uh, the neighbor that lives at the very end of the street is an old elderly man, and Walter is his name, by the way, and uh, he's like he's went missing. The dog is out running loose. His little miniature poodle, who is actually a real movie star. In a little bit of movie knowledge here, she's also the dog in um, A Silence of the Lambs, where Billy Bob, not Billy Bob, but the guy's out skinning people in the well and everything, and then the woman gets the dog in the well. Yeah, so she was actually in that movie. So since Walter came up missing, everybody goes over there to try to see if they can get in to get dog food and so forth like that. Well, anyway, they find the guy's hairpiece, and the general guy goes, "Hey, there's one thing about these older guys that no one understands. They never leave the home without their hair," and which gets them all speculating and everything like that. So now we're up to where they go and they meet the Klopeks. When they go to meet the Klopeks, there's a bunch of stuff that happens. Like one time it shows Tom Hanks and Ray Pearson and Art go over there and they knock on the door, and instead of 669, one of the nines turns into a 6, and B starts coming out of this hive that's built into the walls. And uh the general guy's out spraying his lawn, and he's like, "Run to me, run to me!" So they get that taken care of, and everybody's like, "Hey, that's abnormal. You know, we don't know anything about that. We should have no idea why that's not been taken care of or the house is being maintained." Well, this goes on, and people spying on them and everything like that. So they go over there. Carrie Fisher and the general and his wife and Tom Hanks's character goes over there. And the old man Klopek is just a real he's blunt. He's just straight up, "I don't like you. You don't have to know, you don't have to accept it, but I don't like you." So when this happens, the youngest Klopek, who looks like he's very backwoods, is the nice way to say it. So when they go over there, they're asking questions and stuff like that, and they have a picture of this girl, and the guy goes, "Nice. Hey, who's that? Is that your girlfriend?" He goes, "No, it came with the frame." So, uh, okay, so uh, when I haven't seen anybody just do that, get a picture frame and set it out because the picture on the frame looks good. Normally, you put a picture of your loved ones or something like that in it. Well, anywho, when they go, they're asking questions and everything, and they find out that one of the other Klopeks is a doctor, and he's painting. That's his, I guess, his stress release. But also downstairs, they know of this big machine or something that goes off like a heater, and it makes this loud noise. So they, Tom Hanks and all of them is like, "Hey, we couldn't find out about anything. We don't know what's going on. We got to get in there." So they stage a break-in pretty much. Where the first time, Tom Hanks and everybody's in the house doing it, they have Art goes over there and the guy's got sensors on the fences and all that. So when it's disturbed or it's touched, it sends off an alarm. So the first time it's foiled. Art and everybody does it, and they're like, he's just constantly just flubbing up. He's okay. So after they're raised, he gets in trouble with his wife because, hey, we can't do this. You can't keep spying on the neighbors. They're doing nothing wrong. Blah 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 blah. You're gonna get arrested. They're gonna get a warrant out for you, so forth and so on. Well, one day, Ray's outside and he's just laying down. He's trying to get rest because he's not sleeping, and all this stuff is running through his head. And so what when they was over there, Tom Hanks gets stuff spilled on him, so he runs like to the bathroom where he opens up the basement door, and this great big dog jumps out, a Marmaduke, Great Dane. There you go. Uh, Hops out, and it alerts him to Art and all that. So by this time now, they're like, look, when when they leave, we're all breaking in. We're gonna go through. We're gonna cut the power. We're gonna and get in. Okay. We have to find out because if they killed Walter, we gotta know it. So this is where the most exciting stuff comes to play. Now the entire movie is funny and hysterical, but it's a slow build to it, in my opinion, anyway. Um, so they end up having Art climb up, and he cuts the the transformer, and he gets shocked and thrown into a barn and all that. So he's like, okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm just really hot. So, uh, anyway, so Ray and Art go in there and they're digging in the basement, and they end up uh finding stuff but nothing particular. So back when I was telling you about when Ray was outside trying to rest, him and Art was talking and the dog is over there just digging by the fence. And he ends up digging up a femur, which is a human leg bone. Uh and they suspect that it's Walter's. Uh so anyway, they get in, they break in, they're searching, they can't find nothing. So right when you think that they're about to give up, they hit something that's metal in the basement, and it's a gas line. And so gas just keeps going everywhere, and they're like, "Oh no, we gotta get out of here! It's gonna blow." So anyway, Art makes it out of the house right when the whole thing goes kaboom, and a couple minutes later, Ray Peterson walks out, just I'm done. I'm over this. I got blow up. I'm done. And the cops is there talking to him and everything, and they're telling him, "Hey, this is what's going to happen to you, and you're going to have this, and you're going to go to jail." And so when everybody is at the last point about this, the Klopeks come back, and they're like, "Oh, so." And the Dr. Klopek sees that his house got blew up, and Tom Hanks is like, "Look, uh, I'm sorry that I blew up your house. When I get out of prison, I'll help you rebuild it, and I, we're gonna, I'll make it all up to you, I promise." And the Dr. Klopek is like, "You saw the skull, didn't you?" "What skull? I never saw any skull." And Tom Hanks goes, "I don't know what you're talking about. I never saw anything." And he goes, "I'll let you keep the femur, So, in case you're wondering, the Knapps, we ended up taking the house from the Knapps, which was the previous owners that they live in. And they didn't want to sell it, so we killed them. And now that they've came out and totally just confessed that they done it. There's a fight that's happening because they're going to try to kill Tom Hanks's character, and they slide out of the ambulance and everything where Tom Hanks was loaded into, and he jumps out going, "Citizens arrest! Citizens arrest!" And he goes, uh, they confessed, they killed the Knapps, and the cops goes, "But you don't have a body, you have nothing." And about that time, the trunk pops open, and Ricky pulls back this sheet, and he goes, "Oh, you do now." And there is a bunch of bones, skulls, femurs, uh, everything in the back's bones. And they end up arresting the Klopeks, and uh, everybody's like, "Yeah, suburban commandos, we don't take no crap." So at the end of the movie, Tom Hanks's character is like, "I just want to go on vacation," because this was supposed to be his vacation, but yet he squandered it and done all this. Now, back before the house blew up and everything like that, what got this back was Walter came back. Walter is alive. He had some chest pains and went to the hospital, but he asked his daughter to take him in the middle of the night. So yeah, I get it. Like, okay, but where everybody was speculating that he was dead, he wasn't really dead. So after the Klopeks confessed that yeah they killed the Knapps and all that, that's when everybody was like, oh okay, so they didn't kill Walter, but they're they killed other people. So after the whole suburban commandos, and we're not gonna stand for it. Art makes a joke about Geraldo Rivera is coming down to unearth the Klopek basement and see if they can find Jimmy Hoffa. And you know, in my opinion, me and my wife both watched this movie and we laughed and we giggled. We've seen it both before. It's one of those 80s movies that you have to like and appreciate. Now, do I like Tom Hanks as an actor? No, not really. And you're gonna be like, what? You didn't like him? You didn't like him as an actor? You don't like him in Castaway? You didn't know. Like a lot of your movies you do is try to be funny and stuff, but it's like you're trying to be funny. And again, this is just my opinion. You don't have to do it. A lot of people likes Tom Hanks, but I don't think he's a good actor. That's just me. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to like just make everybody think that I'm hating on Tom Hanks. So after there's a lot of people that's in this movie that has went on to make good movies. Dr. Klopek was also in the movie Inner Space, which if I can find a copy of it to watch, I believe I own it. I'm gonna have to double check, but he's in that movie, and Inner Space is one of those movies that you have to see it. It's at least once. It's been one of my favorite movies for a while. I don't know if my wife has seen it or not, but anywho, that's one I might do. I know we owe Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. People have asked for, so that's gonna be coming soon, and people's asked for other projects. So we're trying to get everything wrapped up. We just got hit all at once, and then I got sick. So you guys, appreciate it. and we'll see you very soon with a review on uh, the Multiverse of Madness. I just had a total brain fart, guys. I'm sorry about that. So, again, peace out. Love you. Be good. And all that good stuff. And we'll see you again later. Bye, guys.